Your comments? Maybe a taller man if he had legs like you, Patrick, and a bigger pair of hands. Can't get one there, but I tell you what, I like the balance, don't you, of Yasir Shah. Well organised.
I do. I just keep thinking I'd like to see his bat come a bit earlier. I'm just worried that he's rushing he rushes his shot. Dakar Dynamites. They're playing in the 8th game today. Mohamed Hafeez. And it's their 5th opening pair in 8 matches. Striving and searching for something.
Mohamed Hafeez only just arrived last couple of days. Tries another Yorker. Has to dive, gets out the dive. I think he's safe. Probably go upstairs, maybe. No, I think he's well home. Often do like to go upstairs just in case maybe the bat in the air as you're sliding, and he's well home. He's going full here. Badawa Bhatti likes to go full with this new ball. He rates himself of nicking out or even knocking over Yasir Shah with a Yorker. But 1 to go, 7 off, so this has been a better over for the Double Ds. That dugout, I say, a little bit edgy. We ran into Mickey Arthur, didn't we, Patrick, prior to the toss? And yeah, they'd rather win here today and get it done, give themselves that cushion, make that 4th side of making the playoffs.
I did sense there was a little bit of nervous energy from Mickey. I've known him well. He's a relaxed kind of individual, but he was prancing around a little bit like a little cat on a hot tin roof. Up and down, pacing around. Pressures of coaching. Ali Khan in the front row, he was prancing around as well. Model.
Patrick, look at those socks. Oh, get some. Up and over. It's a thick inside edge. Only be 1, so 8 off the second. It's 8 without loss here. Just the 1 change for the Vikings, but 5 for the Dhaka Dynamites. Quick bowlers went out the window, so did the all-round class of Ryan Tenduskarter. Shamshur Rahman went out, Sadman Islam carrying the drinks. 5 changes for Dhaka. They are looking for that other spot. I mentioned the 2 guarantees, the Victorians and the Riders. But I can also let you on the Burrishow Bulls had confirmation that they are through. So we're looking for just 1 other spot. It's the top 4 that go through to make the playoffs. I think that should be Dhaka. Superstars and Vikings down the bottom. Here's Asif Hassan.
Well, it should turn. I think it's dry. It'll be interesting to see what the approach is from the 2 batters. They've got in, they passed the first initial 12 nervous deliveries. Shah's off strike. Got himself some runs, so they'll be feeling all set up now. Let's just see how much it turns. He's not a big spinner of the ball, it's a skidder. So if he turns it, you'll know there'll be plenty later. Shah will be having a look. He himself, being the leggy, will be ever watchful. Have a look and see if there's any spin. You can see the underspin there. It's just going to skid on. He's not an over-the-top loop the ball spinner, big spinner.
Yeah, useful. But here we go. What's Yasir Shah going to do? Oh, she chopped us on nearly. They're going for the LBW. The keeper is a pad first. There we go.
Beat him with the length. He went back to a full ball. He went back to the half volley. Get forward.
I thought it was pad, but it's actually the glove. It went through. Just want to shave that back pad. Got a chest guard on as well. Just wants to keep warm out there. Beauty. Hold it all in, champ.
Looks more like a kidney belt to me. Look at that. Why would you have one of those on?
Tricky on this pitch against this opposition. Worried maybe about Mohamed Amir giving him a couple left arm over. This is nice. Very nice. Another boundary.
Yep, there's not much spin. If he strays off line, Shah's going to sweep. Battle to bend with that chest guard, stomach guard, that looks.
Not a good line from Asif Hassan. Dirty heave, he's fallen over, he's going to be stumped so easily. First wicket down at lucky 13. Bit of flight and he wanted a piece of it and missed it.
His eyes were like a pinball machine, going tilt. I mean, really. It got done all the work. They got 5 off the over, looking good. He lobbed it up outside and said, have a go. And it could not resist it. Fell over terribly. Be disappointed with that. Oh, yeah, no chance. Well done. On your bike. Gone. Wicket 1. So that ends the little experiment. Gone. 10. 13 for 1.
One down fairly early. They've had half the power play completed. Has lost Yasir Shah. So in strides the first drop. Mohammad Hafiz from Pakistan. I'm thinking, just wonder if Tamim would bring back Mohammad Asif. Mohamed Amir. A couple of Mohammeds anyway.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball.
Been around a long time. Very good statistics for Hafiz. In at number 3. Not on strike. We've got Balawal Bhatti storming in with another one.
Gee, that was a poor shot from Shah. Just thinking the bigger picture. If you've captain's spoken about it, listen guys, we only need to get 130. So you've got in, you've been sent in, you've got 10, you've got a little start. I know your job is to have a go, but pick them, pick your battles. The ones that you can win.
Shafaful Islam, I beg your pardon. Thought Balawal Bhatti will get another crack. Just have another go. That new, particularly with Hafiz coming in with a new wicket. Charge here is Shawkat. Wants to get on with it. We know you've got to make the most of this new ball whilst the field is up with the restrictions.
Well, Danny, I think, you're thinking the same as what they're thinking, is have a go. But if you lose one, you get Sangakkara in, you get him out, suddenly, 20 for 3, you don't want to be there. You want wickets in hand. Sangakkara spoke about it. I'm not sure this is the right strategy.
Ace. Yeah, well, look, there is. Well, they said they want to conserve wickets. They've sent in a pinch hitter. He's gone. And now maybe, just maybe, Shawkat is the guy that has to keep going, because Hafiz has got in there, hasn't faced a ball, and he's not that sort of character. He loves to glide and use the pace of the ball or use his feet against spinners, does Hafiz. And he is top drawer. Don't want to lose him. So Shawkat ready to wield the willow a little bit more, it looks like. He's on the charge, and he's hit it straight up in the air with a leading edge. Time for number 2. Yes, it is, with a juggle, maybe. Is that the captain taking it? It's certainly the second one down. Yep, Tamim holds on.
Fourth over, second wicket goes down. Look at him, he comes down the pitch. Bowler sees it, he comes so early. It's slightly slower than he thinks, gets the leading edge. And as it goes up, he knows it. But Tamim, oh, and a happy man at the end of that. So out he goes. Gone for 3, 13 for 2 now.
Center, please. To center.
Captain Marvel out in the middle. They need something from their icon player, Kumar Sangakkara. Right at the end, you'd think of his playing days. And here in Dhaka with the Bangladesh Premier League Edition 3. Not on strike, they cross, so Hafiz is going to take his first sighter. So 2 new batters, like they're opening. Out in the middle, 2 slips. Left hand, right hand. Hello. And you get into there, you're asking for problems. Gets on the way with a little flick off the legs, very nicely played and poised as ever from Hafiz. Over to you, Sangers.
I wonder if these two have ever batted together. But Hafiz just flew in. They haven't played any previous games. I wonder if they've had a hit around the world somewhere. If not, entertaining to watch them get going while they're there. The last wicket, yeah, it was a soft dismissal. Suck it. What are you doing?
Sangers is just having a little look on the leg side, just checking it out. So got the slip in. Fine legs up, the man on the drop kick, deep backward square. Can't get off the mark. Hafiz says no skip. Ends the 4th, 14 for 2 here. Openers have been blown away, so over to the stars. The old hands, Hafiz and Sangakkara, and I can tell you that Mohammad Hafiz is playing in only his 2nd BPL match. He played for Khulna Royal Bengal in 1 match back in 2012 edition. So, back in Dak. Here he is, Mohammad Hafiz. Here we go. We've got our wish. And they're pumping it. Mohammad Amir is ripping in up against Mohammad Hafiz. Gonna lock horns. Here we go. Wonderful little searching, probing length ball.
Danny, I saw it go away. Did you see that? It swung away. That's what I was talking about. Just searching for that one. Can he swing it away from the right-hander? Can he swing it away? Yeah, a bit of a swing away, just the angle really. Love swinging it back into him. And look at this, watch this, watch. Yeah. This is all on for love and money, yeah, boy, let me tell you.
Yeah, well, he's made some announcements, hasn't he, Hafiz, in the past. Recent past. About some of his teammates, former teammates, and all those goings on. So this will be revved up. Oh, that's a wonderful seam position. Look at the extra bounce when you get that searching length right as a quick man.
think there's an extra 10 k's an hour going down here. Tell you what, if he gets him out, I want to watch that reaction.
The old blood boiling. Yeah, it's gone up another notch. You can sense it. Keeper looks like he's gone further back too. And slip. Wider. Just the one slip in. Bang on target again. So half the over's gone and not a run. Already bowled a maiden has Mohammad Amir.
Hafiz is an old, cool customer. Number one, Hafiz. And he's not going to get phased. He'll know he's got 3 deliveries to face, and he's out the attack. Doesn't have to make the play here. Don't have to do anything silly.
Oh, give him one, Mohammad Amir. That's off. He's let it go, and he's gone. Look at the celebrations. Is he pumped or what? Tried to leave it at Hafiz, and it's just run off the face. Caught behind.
Man, it's a moment to see the pleasure. Out goes the big gun, the real big gun. And he's gone for just 3. Look at this. Off the edge, as you said, Danny, trying to leave it. Just a little nibble, just a little nibble. Just enough. But, oh, go, go, go. There you go. Gone. So 3 down, 14 for 3 now.
Well, he did mention it, did Patrick Simcox. You don't want to be suddenly 3 down for spit. Well, they are. Double D's, and here's Nasser Hussain. Finding himself at number 5 in before 5 overs have been bowled.
Yeah, and he's come in and his partner's only faced 1 ball. So he's not in neither. That's the captain. So really, their woes continue. And just not working it out.
Loving this. Challenge for the Double D batsman up against Mohammad Amir. Atta Ali Khan, the mentor, feeling it sideline. Wanted to leave it. Mentioned how experienced and cool, calm and collected Hafiz is. Couldn't get the blade out of the way in time. Jubilation for Mohammad Amir. Talk about pumped. Brilliant. This could be a wicket maiden. Oh, could have been 2. It's gone for 4 through Dilshan. Successful over the wicket, but it went for 4. It's 18 for 3 here.
Much of the same here in Dhaka in this first game. We've seen the bowlers dominate, batsmen struggle. Asif got 1, Amir 1, Sheffield 1, so shared around. Amir, though, has been the pick of the bowlers, got the ball to hoop around a bit. One of the batsmen able to come to grips again with this pitch. However, Sangakkara is still there. That's important from the Dhaka perspective. not where he intended, but he managed to play it late enough, keep it along the ground, and will canter through for two. It's going to be an uphill task, tough task for the Dhaka Dynamites to try and post something that's competitive, but they're making it difficult for themselves. This is the last ball of the previous over. Was in the air, Dilshan making the dive and then realizing he was out of his reach, and it raced away for four.
Could have been two. Now, Kumar Sangakkara is a huge responsibility. As a captain, you're faced with losing 3 wickets so early in the innings. Mohammad Amir is really fired up. Mohammad Amir to Hafiz. Just have a look at the balls he bowled prior to taking his wicket. Second one past the bat. Third one, it did get a part of the batter. And then, I thought he was trying to leave that. Last moment, couldn't take the bat away from the line of the ball. Really troubling the batsman. All the bowlers now.
Yeah, good seam movement on this occasion. And off cutter. Threw him into the shot and then did a bit too much in the end. Probably not as far forward as he should have been, Kumar Sangakkara. But easier said than done. These are difficult conditions, trying times for the Dhaka Dynamites. Been an inspired performance so far in the field. They've really relished the challenge of the Chittagong Vikings, really been up for this game. Led by Mohammad Amir. They've really run and hit the crease, and we've seen balls flying through to the wicketkeeper. One thing, having the conditions to bowl in, it's another thing, utilising them. And at the moment, the Chittagong Vikings are doing everything right.
Mohammad Amir has bowled with a lot of fire in his belly. 2 overs, 4 runs, and that wicket, the crucial wicket, important wicket of fellow countryman, Mohammad Hafiz. I'll have just answer the questions of Hafiz with the ball here, Mohammad Amir. Tight bowling, but Sangakkara, the depth player that is, still manages to get the meaty part of the bat into the deep for a couple of runs.
Yeah, just checked his stroke here, making sure that he was on top of it and was in control of it. He was up there, but he'd just been beaten. Previous delivery, one that nipped away. So maybe just conscious of that fact and not trying to hit it too hard, more interested in getting some willow on it and getting it in the gap.
That's away from his body, and you are not going to get away with that, Shafiul Islam. Beautifully driven through the covers for 4 runs. That ends the 6th over, 26 for 3.
Tough going. They've had a couple of good overs. They have the Dhaka Dynamites. It's the last one, the last over of the power play. Kumar Sangakkara showing all his class with a beautiful cover drive to end the over. But they're still 3 down, and they've still got a long way to go. Tilakaratne Dilshan is going to be brought into the attack now to bowl the 7th over. Bowled a few overs in this particular tournament, 59 wickets in his career thus far. They've used him in the power play overs. He's bowled the first over of an innings on one occasion, so it just fits in where the captain desires.
Bit lethargic there. BPL for Tilakaratne Dilshan. That's his T20 career. Once again, 59 wickets. For 16, his best. Trying to give the ball some loop. That's good to see. You know, it's not it's an opportunity to get some purchase out of the wicket. Batsman might be a little enticed. They're falling back on the run rate at the moment. Take a few chances. On that occasion, Nasser Hussain content to roll the rest on that one.
Have a look at this for class. Yes, it was width. It was inviting, but he got right out there over the ball. And that one, in the middle of the bat, and raced away to the boundary. Right, facing his fellow countrymen, he would have faced him plenty of times in the nets over the years. Knows exactly what Tilakaratne Dilshan will try and do here. Interesting that he is giving a bit of air, which means that he obviously thinks that there is a bit of turn in this wicket, trying to find that turn. Very important for a spinner to assess the conditions early and know what pace to bowl. Slip in place.
Well, this time his countryman at the other end knows him so well, knows his bowling so well. Just going forward to that and just pushing it. Sangakkara at the moment not trying to hit his way out of trouble. The experience telling him, just suss out the pitch. You've lost 3 early wickets. Just take a bit of time, then you've got those shots, array of shots. You can go for it. Nasser Hussain has hung around long enough. He's gone charging after it, and he's gone through the extra cover region.
That's his strength, and that's what you call a calculated risk. Tossed up, he tried to find some turn, Tilakaratne Dilshan, but all he did was allow Nasser Hussain to free the arms. Lovely strike. He is a good striker of a cricket ball. Make no mistake, Nasser Hussain sometimes just as overly aggressive, but on that occasion presented with the opportunity to hit it over the infield, and he executed it really well.
And a dot ball to finish that Dilshan over. After 7, it's 32 for 3.
Mohammad Amir, the pick of the bowlers thus far, 2 overs, 1 for 4. Ably assisted by Asif and Shafil, who have a wicket each. And Tilakaratne Dilshan has just bowled the 1 over, as has Bilawal Bhatti. .32 for 3. They've done their job thus far, have the bowling unit of the Chittagong Vikings, but they know that this is a crucial partnership. Nasir and Sangakkara, they need to break it. Bilawal Bhatti into the attack.
He's gone for 8 runs, but scenarios are a little different now. 3 wickets falling. The Dhaka Dynamites will be a little more circumspect in their approach. Bilawal Bhatti will be hoping that he can bowl those. For his size, a bowler of his size and the nature of the wicket, I think the back of length ball is what he might fancy. Put that seed of doubt in the mind of the batter, Kumar Sangakkara. Can never do that. Such a graceful, a wonderful toucher of the ball, and that's what he's able to do, just pitching it up. Maybe the toe end of the bat on that occasion. He'll keep the scoreboard ticking over.
Wicket so far. Yasir Sheikh, what he tried to hit the one out of the stadium. And then Choikat just trying to turn one too square. And Mohammad Hafiz trying to leave one alone, with Mohammad Amir finding the edge of the bat, and wasn't he stoked with that? A lot of history between those two, and Mohammad Amir, on this occasion anyway, having the last laugh.
Tentative little guide down to 3rd man. Bilawal Bhatti runs in at quite some pace, doesn't he? Some of the pace bowlers tend to gather speed as they ease into their run and come to the point of delivery. He seems to be often running. Reminds me of back of Malcolm Marshall, who didn't have the longest run up, but he was straight away into whatever speed he was on, right from the word go. But he seems to be in the same vein. There's some pace. Very similar. speeds at the start and end of his run-up.
Partnership 21 so far of 18 deliveries, and exactly what they'll try and do in these coming overs. I reckon the Dhaka Dynamites pick off the boundary when the opportunity is presented. But other than that, they've got to try and just keep rotate the strike. Make sure that they're getting those singles. There's been too many dot balls in these low-scoring games. For me, the side that scores the most singles got the better chance of winning.
29 dot balls, 11 singles, couple of twos. But Dhaka Dynamites will also maybe ponder on the fact that this has been their lowest power play score. Lost early wickets, being pegged back. Some reconstruction work being done here by this partnership. Worth 21 of 19. It's not been too bad. Got to carry on.
That's short. He's gone. What a delivery from Bilawal Bhatti. It was short and it was quick, and it took him by surprise. Tried in the end to glide it down to third man, and all he succeeded in doing was getting a healthy edge through to the keeper.
And Nasser Hussain could have left that alone. The last ball, he tried to just maybe play the ramp shot, and the last ball, yeah, he was attempting to do that. He's not in position for it, and it was just got that little bit of a feather touch, and big appeal from the bowler. Immediate response from the umpire, and important to break through once again. Nasser Hussain gone after scoring 10. It's 35 for 4.
Well, they've lost another one, have the Dhaka Dynamites, and they slide further into the abyss. Mossadegh Hussain now comes to join as captain at the crease. A mountain to climb. Ratni Dilshan will continue. Still slip in place. Now then, Nasser Hussain, I just think he was caught by surprise here. The pace and bounce in this delivery, it was short, and I think it just climbed on him a little bit. Tried in the end to mention Shaman play that ramp shot to get it up and over, slip down to third man, but all he could do was get a feather to the keeper.
Oh, they're indisciplined. I mean, he'd done well for in that over to get some runs, but trying that shot too risky. Paid for it. Mossadegh Hussain, the new batter in. Oh, he'll take the credit for deliberately guiding that. Dilshan is disappointed. Seemed to be cramped for space. Got that little part of the bat on it. Thankfully for the batsman.
We'll give him the credit as well. What a shot. First up. Back in the crease, and there we go. Right off the face of the bat. You'd have to say, heck of a dangerous, your first delivery. But give him credit for perfect execution.
Yeah, and Kumar Sangakkara saying, you watch out for those low, slow deliveries. Don't get carried away now that you're off the mark of the first ball with a boundary. Have a look around. The pitch is still not coming on, as has been the case right through this tournament. Bide your time.
Goes again, but can't get it fine on this occasion. Favouring that method if it is wide, instead of hitting it through to the sweeper, he's going to try and get it through that fine third man area.
Bit of a mix. Whenever he tries to bowl it a little quicker, he does go Orai on his line, and in the process giving a wide Tilakaratne Dilshan. Wily old customer. Back into line, but area enough to get inside the line and put it away for a single.
The 7 off the over. That's exactly how they'd want to keep things going. Boundary, couple of singles, extra. Able to pick off another one as well. Sangakkara just thinking of 2. In the end decided against it. So decent over from a Dhaka perspective. 9 overs bowled, 43 for 4 now. There's the signal for the strategic timeout.
আপনাদের অবহিত করা হচ্ছে দর্শকগণ কোনো খেলোয়াড় আম্পায়ার রেফারি কোনো কর্মকর্তা অথবা দর্শকদের প্রতি জাতি ধর্ম বর্ণ দেশ বা কোনো সম্প্রদায় সম্পর্কিত এমন কোনো আচরণ করবে না এমন কোনো কাজ বা কথা বলবে না যা উক্ত খেলোয়াড় আম্পায়ার রেফারি কর্মকর্তা অথবা অন্য দর্শকদের মর্মাহত করে যা অপমানজনক লজ্জাকর ভীতিকর হুমকি স্বরূপ অথবা অপবাদমূলক বর্ণ বৈষম্যমূলক আইনি ধারার প্রয়োগ জাতিগত বৈষম্যমূলক কোনো মন্তব্য অথবা কর্মকাণ্ডের সাথে জড়িত হয়ে থাকলে তাদেরকে 1. মাঠ থেকে বহিষ্কার করা হতে পারে 2. অপরাধমূলক আইনি ব্যবস্থা 3. ছবি অথবা ভিডিও ইমেজের মাধ্যমে শনাক্ত করে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে আজীবন নিষেধাজ্ঞা আরোপ করা হতে পারে ধন্যবাদ Requesting the attention of all the spectators present at this stage to inform you the ICC Anti-Racism Code. Spectators shall not engage in any conduct, act towards or speak to any player, umpire, referee or other officials or other spectators in a manner which offends, insults, humiliates, intimidates, threatens, disparages or vilifies that other person on the basis of that other person's race, religion, color, national or ethnic origin. Anti-Racism Code implementation. Spectators are reminded that racially abusive comments and actions will remain from the ground and possible further action such as criminal prosecution, identification by way of photography or capturing by video camera of the images of such persons and life bans being imposed on such persons. Thank you.
Well, the experiment with Yasir Shah being brought in early did not work for the Dhaka Dynamites. They've pair. Most of the games haven't stuck to a successful player. Have a look at the wickets. Charge down the wicket, really going for big one, leading edge from Shokat, easy. There you go. And then this one, the big one, Mohammad Amir getting Mohammad Hafiz. And the ramp shot attempted by Nasir Hussain didn't come off. The wickets to fall. Ilyas Sunny seeing him for the first time. The BPL 2015.
Orthodox left arm spin. Oh, what a delivery. It's gone through Sangakkara and through the keeper as well. Just over the top of the stumps, but definite turn. And in the end, what saved him, bounce.
Yeah, and look at that drift in and the angle of the turn, leading him all ends up. As you said, beating the keeper. Fantastic delivery. Why wasn't he playing earlier? Of his international career with a bang. I remember, I think it was against the West Indies, taking 6 wickets in a test match, but then just fell away somewhat. Sangakkara on the other side, nice left-right combination. How does he adjust? There is a slip in. Kind of guided. Obviously, the batsman will be a little more pensive to their approach now, seeing that first one turning so much from Ilyas Sani. Content to tap the ball away at the moment is Mosaddek Hussain.
Interesting statistic is the average first innings total at Mirpur in the first round was 136. In this round so far, it's 89. So a marked difference between the first round and this second round.
Alistair, we are all hoping that once the circus moved to Chittagong, they'd come back here to some pitches that had some rest and would be more sporting. Unfortunately, it's just gone the other way. Chance of a run out here. Didn't happen. That is the end of the 10th over. Halfway through, 46 for 4.
Couple of tall buildings, but at the expense of 4 wickets. Had half their overs, and they are under pressure here. Having lost the toss and been inserted by Tamim Iqbal. Here we are, we've got Dilshan against his countryman. Coming back for 2, and comfortably so. Umbreen is sideline.
I'm sitting here with the supporters of Dhaka Dynamites, and let me ask them why they are supporting Dhaka Dynamites. Hey boy, why are you supporting Dhaka Dynamites today?
Because because my brother-in-law in this team. Yes.
So brother-in-law ke naam ki tar?
Rubel.
Musharraf Rubel. Well, he is supporting Musharraf Rubel. আপনি কাকে support করছেন?
Me also, Musharraf Rubel definitely.
কেন কোনো specific কারণ আছে?
Yes, because he's my husband.
Aha, there you go. So সে তো তার হাজবেন্ড মোশাররফ রুবেলকে সাপোর্ট করছে, আপনি কাকে সাপোর্ট করছেন? Who are you supporting?
ঢাকা ডায়নামাইটস obviously.
And কার খেলা সবচেয়ে বেশি ভালো লাগে?
সাঙ্গাকারার খেলা ভালো লাগছে, সবার খেলাই মোটামুটি ভালো লাগছে, যেহেতু আমি ঢাকার সাপোর্টার সবার খেলাই ভালো লাগছে।
স্পেসিফিক কেউ আছে?
হ্যাঁ, আবুল হাসান রাজু, ও ভালো খেলছে তাই ওর খেলা ভালো লাগছে।
Okay, we can see here pretty girls are supporting Dhaka Dynamites, and good luck for the team, and over to Combox.
Thank you, Umbreen. Lovely mellow sideline scene there. Wives and partners, brother-in-laws. Musharraf Hussain, who plays for the Double Ds. Mrs. Sideline, very happy. Like to see them win, though. Hint of turn. Haven't posted the team half century yet. So now, change in the field. I just feel that maybe the last ball, wanting to go big. The deck on half a dozen from his first 8. And the 50 is up now, and he's going to keep the strike. 50 for 4.
Amir's the one who got the wicket of Mohammad Hafiz, and then Bilawal getting one as well. Asif, Shafiul, everyone amongst wickets. Dilshan and Sunny keeping it quiet for the Dhaka Dynamites. Big game for the Dynamites. Home ground. They need to stay alive in this tournament. Chittagong Vikings down in the group. A win would always give them a smile. Let's see what happens from here.
I've had a few bowlers get forfers. Take a forfeit. Well, you only get 4 overs, so it's a pretty good achievement. 4-wicket bag. We saw Arafat Sunny yesterday get on one of these. You've got to get 100 as a batsman. You get your 20 overs. If you're an opening batter or maybe in the top 4, you've got an opportunity. This is lovely. Hang time. Sunny brought into the side, of course. The last Sunny. He's come in for Tuscan Ahmed. He's been left out. Balance to the side and perhaps a bit of a rest, and also this pitch. And that has been smoked! Yeah, fatted it at Sangers near the motorbikes. They're giving it a rev. First 6 of the match, courtesy of the captain.
Yeah, he's got to take the responsibility after losing those 4 wickets. He's the one who has to take the Dhaka Dynamites to a respectable score, and this would definitely help. Getting down to the pitch of the ball. That's as clean as it gets, just near those bikes.
He wants one. Does Sangers. Oh, look at the focus. Look at those steely eyes. Short and gets away with this to Sunny. Big, big responsibility. He knows it. Knows this ground so well. Does Kumar Sangakkara. Soon as it got a little bit of flight above the eyes, he was out of the box so quickly. Was Kumar Sangakkara. Short, and there's a bottom edge. A Q-ender goes past Dilshan, and this is an expensive over and over, much needed for the Dynamites.
Not much the keeper could do. The ball kept very low. It was nowhere near. The gloves were not expecting that, and the first slip as well. Dilshan didn't have time to bend down. That's 4 runs. Unfortunate for the bowler, but the batsman will take it for sure.
A little deflection, but it was going rather smartly. Bit of fortune. Mossadegh. He's gone into double figures. And he's going to hog the strike. 13 off the 12th at 63 for 4.
For the Dhaka Dynamites, a big over, the previous one, 13 of it. A couple of those would definitely help them at this stage to then last 5. Vikings are not persisting with one particular bowler to go ahead with his 4 overs. We saw Amir bowling 1, then he was taken off the attack, came back after a couple of overs, did well. Probably the Vikings captain understood the battle that was probably going to happen between Hafiz and Amir. It brought him exactly when Hafiz came out. Yasir Shah was sent out to open today. That was a first. I don't know what the idea was behind that, of course, for him to slog, but then Yasir Shah didn't work for the Dhaka Dynamites.
Yeah, it was the only time he's batted above number 5 in his T20 career, Yasir Shah. Batted at number 3, but he opened today, so he has batted at 3 before. Only once, though. In 2020 cricket for Yasir Shah, the leg spinner, but he got out for just 10. Out of a new over, the 13th. 1-2, and Sangers was keen. Captain was keen to come back for 2. Mossadegh said, no, Skip, you take it on. Well, the experiment there you can see didn't work. Yasir Shah and Sarkat didn't trouble the scorers too much with just 3. And Hafiz, and the plan to bring back Muhammad Amir did the trick. Sangers with a massive responsibility, the captain, 23 now to run a ball. Nasser Hussain, he got the double figures and then departed, courtesy of Balawal Bhatti.
Friday is the day when we teach you how to pronounce local names. Guiding it down to third man for a single. We were just talking about Yasir Shah opening. He's only batted once in this tournament before this, at number 9. Would have loved to see the look on Misbah Huq's face if he would come to know about this. Yasir Shah opening. He's going to be here very soon because the next match is Rangpur Riders and the Victorians. That's a big game because that probably will decide who is going to lead the table eventually. Both the teams are at 12 points. Now that's one big game.
Assisting with a slip, I like that. The attacking nature of the Vikings. Mention how important this is for the Dhaka Dynamites. Fan sideline, they know it too, but the Vikings as well could create some problems. But this is match 26, the evening game. The CVs, Camilla Victorians versus the Rangpur Riders. 6:30 local time. The second one of good old Tuesday. Got Tufa. Both teams in the top 4. They're first and second. Sounded interesting that off the bat near the bottom of the blade. Just one for the skip. Big pressure on those shoulders. Down the wicket. A little bit of width. There's that protection. Mickey Arthur, out of South Africa, resides in Australia, Western Australia. Fiji, his owners have always got big expectations for their franchises. And Dhaka doesn't get any bigger.
Yes, Arthur's been working hard with the batsmen. Saw him having a session with all the batters just before the start of the game. 67 for 4. Just singles and a dot ball. Young Vikings are making it tough for the Dhaka Dynamites.
Coach at the back there, just relaxing, letting things unfold. Dealing in singles this over. 5 of them, in fact. 68 for 4.
Dhaka Dynamites struggling, 68 for 4. They would like to get somewhere around 130, 140. It's important for them to stay alive in this tournament. All the games are here at the Sher-e-Bangla Stadium in Dhaka, and Dhaka Dynamites, the local team, of course. People have been coming in large numbers to support them. Are leading them just through the way, trying various experiments. In the match before this, he won the toss and decided to bat first. Today we saw him sending Yasir Shah to open. So all various things have come up. And, he would have liked to, of course, bowl first as well. He lost the toss today. Oh, quick one. Beating the outside edge.
I was interested to see how this pitch would play. We knew it would turn. Always does here, doesn't it? But this is the test match pitch Kamage Silva was saying to me yesterday. This field here can't prevent the single. Dilshan, short extra cover. Yeah, and so sides have gone with that, gone with the spinning option. But this is the pitch from a couple of nights ago on the Sunday that went through a bit, had a bit of zip in it, had more moisture levels clearly, and it was fresh. So it zipped around a little bit. Alaman, he got it to talk a little bit at times against the lefties. Now, second day on it, so that was Sunday. Monday across a couple of pitches. Back to this now for Tuesday. Slowed up appreciably. Is taking a bit more spin. Kara wants to heave it again into the stands on the leg side. Does rotate the strike though with a leg by.
35-run partnership between these two, Musaddiq and Sangakkara. Very important one from Dhaka Dynamite's point of view. Musaddiq has got to stay there. 17 of 18. He's doing the right thing, giving his captain the support he requires at this stage.
Got a good one for Stats Gurus. All of the last 7 games, and 9 of the last 10 in fact, have been won by the sides chasing the target. Yep, got to bowl first and then know what you're chasing. 70 for 4.
He was just talking about how teams are like trying to find the best combination possible before getting into the playoffs. Dynamite still seem to be struggling to get the right 11. They've got 5 changes today. Malcolm Waller, Mohammad Hafiz, Yasir Shah, Musharraf Hussain and Nabil Samad coming into the side, leaving behind Tendis Carter, Mohammad Irfan, Sohail Khan, Shamsur Rahman and Shadman Islam. So Sangakkara is struggling there. He's just not getting the right combination going. Whereas the Vikings making just that one change. Ilyas Sani coming in for Taskin Ahmed.
Changing nature from Chittagong. Things are going okay for Duck, and then come here. It is a little different. 2 Sri Lankans. Lock horns. Dilshan up against Sangakkara. It's the one and keep rotating, but they're looking for boundaries. Don't want to do anything crazy because they have lost 4. They were 35 for 4 at one point.
Short ball pulled away. There's always going to be a boundary or a 6 off it. So 4 runs is what they get.
Releases the valve and listen to the crowd. Too short, angling away. That is a pie with a big ribbon round it. Served up a bit of shepherd's pie and delight. For Musaddiq, and he's going to give the strike back to his captain. No, says Sangakkara, I need to have a look at Dillers.
The 6 of the first 3 balls, can they get a big over here? Double figures, 13-run over, it always help them. Means Sangakkara would like to go for a big one somewhere. Cuts that one and beats that fielder. He is all about timing. He makes it look so easy.
The very venue of the ICC World T20 last time out. Sangakkara victory over India. So he knows this ground so well. angles. Superb control. And he goes the other side. They'll get a brace. Dilshan's line been affected because of the right-handedness as well. They go with the left-handedness of Sangakkara.
So they've got 12 with one more ball to go. That's what we've been talking about. Get those big overs coming in. Sangakkara realizing the fielder has to run a lot in the deep square region, so comes back for the second. Oh, missed on that opportunity. Dot ball to end the over. 12 of it. 82 for 4.
Off that last over, so a good one from the Dhaka Dynamites, I should say. Chittagong Vikings, though, have done pretty well thus far. They'll feel that things are still in control. Mohammad Amir still has 2 overs. Bilawal Bhatti has 2 overs as well. We know how good they are at the death. So they need to make sure they hang about, these 2 at the wicket. Kumar Sangakkara, 32 of 31, and Mossadegh Hossain, a runner ball, 22. But they've gradually got themselves out of a hole of the Dhaka Dynamites. One stage, 34 for 4. So it's been a good partnership. Now they need a few big overs.
Well, Kumar said to you at the toss, 130. What his total was looking at. So the average score batting first here, I think, we spoke about it earlier on, Alistair, was 124. So to get it around there, they need probably 35 now in the next 5. It's at 7 and over. I guess it's possible with 6 wickets in hand, and especially if Kumar Sangakkara stays in. And they reckon they'll have a competitive total. But again, those early wickets cost them at least 20.
Great stuff. Tilakaratne Dilshan is outstanding in that position at backward point. And he's made a save here that probably saves him 3 runs.
Yeah, that was good. It was almost past him. Once it beats him there, backward point, runs away.
So change in field to Mossadegh, the fine leg going back. Mid-wicket coming up, so fine leg, square leg, and a mid-on. Mid-wicket on the edge of the circle, so single, a given on the leg side. Question is, does Mossadegh want some more? Has Sangakkara gone to him and said, right, I'm going to bat through, that's my job, I'm going to try and pick off the odd boundary. Time now for you to gun for it, try and get a few boundaries.
He probably would have, you know. I think he's going to have a little chat to him again now. But I reckon to get 7 and over, you're going to need to go from both sides. You've got 6 wickets in hand. If you don't get the 130, 125, you're going to battle to win anyway.
So persisting with that short stuff. He'll get away with that one as well. Giving himself room again, Mossadegh, and not able to make the connect.
Yeah, I thought this was a wide, to be honest, with a naked eye. But it looked good.
To be honest, those have been 2 scoring opportunities. Short and wide. If he had hit them, we'd be sitting here as commentators going, you can't bowl there. At this particular stage of the innings. You'll feel maybe should have done a bit better. Trying for the Yorker, the double bluff. And he's up to the task. Mossadegh can only get it down to 3rd man. Mohammad Amir does the cleaning up. Have a look at this over. Just the one from it.
Yeah, that's the problem. He stood on the other end, 2 dot balls in a row. He's got a single. Now he creates the pressure on Kumar Sangakkara, who very aware, one off the over, just not good enough at this stage. Running back, deep mid wicket, square leg, fine legs up in the circle. Where will he go? Will he go short to Kumar as well?
Conundrum here for Kumar Sangakkara is, does he get one, get down the other end so he retains the strike, or does he go for the boundary? He controls it and will scuttle through for one. So retaining the strike first and foremost on Kumar Sangakkara's mind. End of 16, 84 for 4. And looks like it'll be also the strategic timeout. .33 not out for Kumar Sangakkara, leading from the front as per usual for this Dhaka Dynamite side, and Mossadegh Hossain has been very good support as well. 23 of 27. Look at that cover drive, trademark cover drive. He's played some big shots as well. That one over wide mid-on. Lovely placement, lovely finesse. So they've been few and far between, have the boundaries for these two batsmen, but what they've managed to do is not lose another wicket. They were 30 for 4, so built a partnership, but now these last 4 overs need to go for some minimum 8, and anything upward of that will give them a really competitive score. He goes over point. There is protection out there, so it'll just be the single. The last over, Mossadegh Hossain, 8 balls to get a single and get down the other end. And that wasn't a good one, just the 2 from it, so this needs to be a better one. That single bringing up the 50 partnership between these two. Mohammad Amir, just 2 overs, so he's got 2. Make no mistake, he'll finish. So he'll probably bowl 18 and 20. 1 for 4 at this stage. Bilawal Bhatti has 1 over remaining, so they'll use him probably after this over from Shafiul Islam. That means he'll have to find 1 more over. It'll be interesting to see who he turns to for that. Short. This time pulled away. There is protection out in the deep, so still 1 run. All that Dhaka Dynamites can get.
I think that they've got word that Mossadegh is not too good on, he's not too flash on the short ball. Getting a lot of them. Sangakkara, he plays all round the wicket. Off 2.
Oh, slower ball gone wrong down the leg side. He'll get a wide, so there's something to come of it. And I tell you what, his eyes would have lit up because fine leg and square leg are in the circle. He went across wanting to get it in that area, and he'll be kicking himself that he missed out there. Time outside the off stump, but he'll get away with it because Sangakkara just gave himself a little bit of room and realised he couldn't reach it in the end.
Shake of the head. Lining up something else in his mind. He set himself to play another kind of shot. That wide delivery wasn't part of that thinking. So 3 or 4. Got some work to do. Kumar getting to that stage of the over. Boundaries needed.
Goes again, this time makes the requisite connection. Inside the line, flicks it over, fine leg, both men up in the circle, and a much welcome boundary for the Dhaka Dynamites.
Good shot. The length was right for it, but he had to watch it carefully. He's such an artist with that bat. Like a pin in his hand. The 1 ball left, they've got 7 so far. Can he smack into a boundary and get a biggish over? Will be perfect now, a boundary.
That's up in the air. Is he going to go? Yes, he is. What a catch. What a catch. Umar Akmal it is, out on the cover boundary, had to make some yards to his right-hand side and then had to steady himself and make the catch right on the boundary edge. Stunning stuff in the outfield.
The presence of mind to know exactly where that boundary is. You don't want to be catching and stepping on it. Kumar Sangakkara, I think, was lining up another shot to the leg side initially. Let's have a look. Front foot. Perfect. No problem. All it is Kumar together looking for an onside shot, I think. Just didn't get enough on it. Good catch. Good catch. So the big man's out. 38 in 36, 91 for 5.
Malcolm Waller into the team again today. He's coming in number 7, and he's just got to find the boundary from the get-go. 59 games in his T20 career, best of 73, strike rate of 130. Mossadegh now goes, it's way up in the air, another catch, and yeah, he's taken it, got it. It was in the air for a long, long time. Had plenty of time to get underneath it and steady himself, Umar Akmal. And the space of 2 deliveries, he's pouched 2 catches.
Yep, lots to jump and shout about now. It was in the slot, just got a lot of height on it. But it was really nicely judged. That's the way you catch him. So out he goes. He played well though, 24 for 29, 91 for 6.
Had the makings of a good over, that last one. There were 7 runs with 2 balls remaining and then 2 wickets. That means Abu Hassan is the new batsman to the crease for the Dhaka Dynamites. Nothing much to speak of there. More renowned for when he has ball in hand. Well, he's going to have to deal with Mohammad Amir, who's had a stunning game so far. Swung the ball early on, bowled with express pace. 1 for 4, his return thus far in just 2 overs. Making sure he's got his field exactly right, Mohammad Amir. Mid-off up in the circle. They're just falling away a wee bit at the end here. They would have wanted a strong finish, the Dhaka Dynamites, and were perfectly poised for that to happen. And then, first of all, Sangakkara getting across his stumps, slashing one out to the offside, Umar Akmal. Taking a very good catch out in the deep, and very next delivery, Mossadegh Hussain trying to heave one over the leg side, finds the same man and the same result. There we go, gets it past the man up in the circle at fine leg. Should get back for 2 and will do so quite comfortably.
The game can be won and lost right here, right in the next 2 overs. Abu Hassan, 28 matches, best of 13, so had a lot of runs, a lot of success with that bat. But only needs 2 or 3 slogs, 2 middles. It's 13 now, I tell you, it'll be gold.
Now the flick off the toes. This time it's straight to the man at square leg, so it'll just be the single. That means Malcolm Waller is on strike. He's definitely the one who'll be trying to find the boundary. Favours the point area. Likes to give himself room and open the face of the bat, and looks to do most of his scoring in that area. Or if it's in the slot, we'll go to the area that most batsmen go to at the death, and that's over mid-wicket, over Kyle corner.
You know him very well. I just watched him batting the other day. He's very upright in his hitting. And times I think he just gets upright a little bit too early.
Recognising his strength in that point area, third man, I should say, going back and mid-off coming into the circle. So very square of the wicket player. He's got to get it spot on here, Amir.
He also goes very deep back into the crease. I understand that, but he was doing it the other night as well, going really far back into the crease, but not setting himself. Nice to, so if you can get it full, you will. You'll notice that. Telling him that he's going far back into his crease. He does it all the time.
There he goes, trying to eat it away on that offside, trying to get down the other end. But 2 deliveries now, been able to get off the mark.
You know, you see the shot that he just played now, at the back end of an innings, when it's short like that and he's back in his crease, it should be a natural cut or a natural pull there. But he's not a natural back foot player. You can clearly see that. That's a pull.
There he goes. As it just cleared mid off. And it's going to get to the boundary as well. Didn't get all of it. Bottom of the bat. He gives the perplexed look, does Mohammad Amir, but it's a boundary nonetheless. 18 bowled, 98 for 6. Now then, there's been a bit of damage done to Zia Rahman, I think it is. Tried to pull it back, this last delivery. Waller giving himself room, mid-off up in the circle, just clears him. Then he approaches the ball here, tries to flick it back and then lands on that shoulder. Immediately, displayed some discomfort.
He wasn't a rugby player. That's kind of normal. Look at him. He's so animated. He's so full on into the game. But that doesn't look good at all. Looks like a shoulder. Collarbone.
Yeah, when the medics start doing that, you know, there's maybe an issue. Collarbone maybe. But he doesn't look. No way he's going to take any further part in this fielding effort. Bilawal Bhatti. He's got an excellent change of pace. Gave himself some room there, Abu Hassan. There it is, just runs the fingers across it. He's through it before the ball arrives. Lovely piece of bowling. Right, this is going to a lot of places all around the globe. India, Neo Sports, Pakistan, Geo Super, the UK, Premier Sports Ireland, Setanta Sports, the Caribbean, CWC, USA and Canada, ESPN, and BN Sports in MENA. It's being distributed worldwide by Elite Media. Well, they are the supporters and they're giving their side no option. Win or win, simple as that. And they know that they need to get these 2 points. Otherwise, if they lose tonight, they'll be on 6 points. Chittagong will climb to 6, and then it gets very interesting for that 4th spot. Right, now this is where they can try and grab a few boundaries. 99 they're on, and 10 balls remaining in this Dhaka Dynamites innings. There, that's over that point area. That's what I was alluding to. That's where he likes it. Full toss, but he's able to back away and slice it over backward point for 4.
Yep, when it's full, he throws the kitchen sink at it. Not sure we're going to see another one of those. Got to get it short at him. Get it in his ribs. Backs away to the leg side.
Yeah, I think can also take the pace of it. That sort of stroke, you need pace on the ball to be able to get it up and over backward point, and if there's no pace on it, it becomes very difficult to hit it in that area. I think you could see the change-up from Bilawal Bhatti. Yeah, there it is, but the keeper does no favours to the bowler, no favours to his team. It was the slower ball. Waller missed it, so did the keeper.
Well, that wasn't poor. That was poor. It rolled a couple of times. It didn't bounce that badly. It was very slow. There's the one bounce, and really he just miscaught it. He just didn't do anything funny there. Wasn't even an awkward bounce. Yeah, you're right. 100% right.
It's just wicket-keeping 101, isn't it? Get something behind the ball. Get down in the long barrier position. Take it on the chest. Take it on the thigh. Can't be letting those soft runs through. Inside the line on this occasion. Fine leg is up in the circle, so trying to target that area, Malcolm Waller, but unable to connect the ball again. Right, so Dhaka's won 3 of their 7 matches. We know that they're currently on 4th on 6 points, and if they win, they'll qualify for the playoffs, provided Sidit lose one of their matches. If they lose today to Chittagong, they will need to win 1 of their remaining matches. So they've still got 2 to play after that. So they've got some respite. Have the Dhaka Dynamites. They've got some options up their sleeve, but they need to get it done really here today. There we go. There's that area again. You'll have to say poor bowling from Bilawal Bhatti, and it's gone all the way for maximum.
You called it. 113 for 6.
So a nice skyscraper right at the end. 15 runs from that last Bilawal Bhatti over, and that's added the necessary impetus for this Dhaka Dynamites innings. 113 now. If they can have another decent over and get it around about 120, maybe even 125, I think they'll take that, given the start that they had. 30 for 4 at one stage. They've recovered pretty well. We've seen other sides in the tournament 30 for 4 and been bowled out for 58 and 59. But I think this, on this particular wicket, not a bad score. Short. Is that up in the air? Should be out. Yeah. Easy stuff for Tilakaratne Dilshan. He won't drop those.
And good bowling. Very good bowling. He worked it out. Don't pitch it up. Both of these guys like that. Short and in at him. Hard to slog that if you're not a natural hooker. Went very high, but easy catch. So 7 down now. Out goes Abul Hassan for 4, 113 for 7.
Lost another wicket of the Dhaka Dynamites in search of boundaries at the end. Mushraf Hussain is the new man to the wicket, but he'll be at the non-striker's end because they managed to cross importantly and get Malcolm Waller on strike. Best of 16 not out, so doesn't get to the crease much. He's got a chance now when he gets strike to maybe try and find that elusive boundary. Now then, third man still up in the circle. Backward point as well. Will they pay the price? There it is. Not where it was intended, but that's the area he's targeting, Malcolm Waller. I think maybe they've got to try and get that third man back or get the backward point behind point. They've got to set the field to his strengths. That's the only area he is targeting, Malcolm Waller. And this time a healthy edge past the keeper and was always going to race away for 4.
Yeah, we've seen it. We've spoken about it. Valuable runs, this. Another one of those, and suddenly you get over the 20, 120. Edging up to that 130. Is there something? Can Waller get 2 boundaries here? Gone to 18 or just 8, so this is a little cameo being played here. Lovely little cameo.
There he goes. This time, third man has been pushed back, so it'll just be the single. Short ball from Mohammad Amir early in the over to Abu Hassan. And try to flat bat it over the leg side, high on the bat, and Tilakaratne Dilshan at long on made no mistake. Right, Musharraf on strike now. They'll be very happy, will the Chittagong Vikings, that Waller is off strike. They're able to bowl to the new batsman, the tail ender, batting at number 9. Right, so what has he told him? What do you do here? Get a single, get me on strike, or swing for the boundary, swing for the bleachers. They're off and running straight away. Really well bowled by Mohammad Amir, right up in the block hole. But the keeper fumbling, and that allows Malcolm Waller to get through for the single.
Intentions are clear. Just a single to get off strike. That's all he wanted, was get Waller on strike. No big hit, which is smart cricket. Get my toes out the way first. That's the most important thing. Not him broken. So Waller to face 2 balls. Their boundary.
There he goes over, backward point. But he's going to perish this time. Not able to get it far enough to get it over the boundary for 6. He's been peppering that area, but on this occasion, Mohammad Amir has his man.
He's bowled well. Up front he was economical, he swung it and he's come back and he's kept the lid on. Been aggressive and it's well deserved. Takes the pace off it. It's short and Waller's uncomfortable there. And out he goes. Amir happy as punch. So 119 for 8 now.
Musharraf to face the last delivery. Manages to squeeze it through point. And Bilawal Bhatti it is coming around and doing the cleaning up. So they'll get a brace to end the innings. That means the final score will be 121 for 8. So the Chittagong Vikings dugout, they're very happy with that. I reckon they've done a job out there, done a good job. Led by Mohammad Amir, outstanding stuff from him. They were able to make early inroads. They built a partnership, did the Dhaka Dynamites, and their little flurry at the end from Malcolm Waller means that they've got something competitive to bowl to. Make no mistake, he was talking about 130 maybe, Kumar Sangakkara.